Hi, it's Darno with NuWave Recipes. Today I'm going to be cooking up some pizzas using the NuWave Brio 14Q digital air fryer oven. Now in this 14 quart digital air fryer oven in NuWave's advertising, I saw a picture that was intriguing to me. Them cooking 3 pizzas looked like at the same time, and I'm assuming they were fresh. But I just said, I gotta just try that to see what'll happen. So it's gonna be 3 pizzas at the same time in the NuWave Brio 14 quart, and we're gonna see what happens. And we're gonna get started right now. All right, so cooking 3 pizzas, there's gonna be a good bit moving and going on here. So I'll probably be showing you ingredients as I'm making the actual pizzas. But of course our core ingredient is our dough. I made a 2-pound dough ball earlier. I'll be slicing it into thirds. And for my NuWave Brio, of course I've got it there. But I wanted to show you something. If you look at how big of a pizza you can make for one pizza in the NuWave Brio 14Q, I take this mesh rack here, and if I just kind of measure it up to 25.5 centimeters, you see if I made a 25.5 centimeter pizza, it'd be too big. So the next one in I can see is 25 centimeters. So I can make pizzas basically that I roll out up to 25 centimeters and they'll fit onto the mesh rack. Now 25 centimeters is just under 10 inches, like just barely under 10 inches. So you can get, just barely under 10 inches each and fit them on your mesh racks and tray without any real problems. So here we have our dough. I am, I'm not one to do all the measuring and weighing and all that whatnot. I just eyeball it and go for it. So I'm just going to cut this into general thirds off the old eyeball, and we get what we get and we don't pitch a fit. Alright, so I got my 3 pieces of dough, not exactly equally sized, but oh well. I'm going to get these rolled out first, and then I'll start actually putting together my pieces. I've got my rolling pad, but I'm going to need so much room. I put some parchment paper around just to give me some extra space to work with here. So I've got my flour. I'm going to use plenty of flour during this prep of this food here. I'm going to close the Brio up. So I'm just going to basically get these three dough balls pressed out. Alright, so I've got my dough rolled out, basically like 3 personal size pizzas almost. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to start warming the NuWave Brio up. I do apologize, it will make, some noise. It's not as loud as like the Power Air Fryer Oven 360, but it's about as loud as like the Power Air Fryer Oven Elite and such. So, it's got some noise to it, but I'm going to have to kind of talk through some things while I'm prepping the pizzas and the NuWave is warming up. So basically I'm going to turn it on, up its temp to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. For cooking time, for 3 pizzas, I'm not sure. I'm going to just set it to 20 and we'll see what happens, or make it, it's not going to take 30, but I'm going to set it to 30 just to have an more even number to count down from in insurance. And I'm going to hit preheat and going to hit start. And while that's preheating, I'm going to start putting together the pizzas. This one's going to have a pizza sauce base. This one will have a ranch dressing base, and this one will give an oil base too. Alright, so I got my base down. This one, of course, I got some ranch mixed into my pizza sauce using the same, brush to brush it all in. But since I'm eating them, I don't mind. When you make yours, you can do it to your own preference. Now I'm just putting the cheese down on all 3 pizzas. Alright, for toppings, this one's getting pepperoni. This one will get some sun-dried tomatoes that I have here, and some chicken that I also have on hand here. And this last one, he'll just be plain. Alright, the preheat has completed, so now it's time to start trying to get these pizzas in. So open it up, and going to have to try and just get a pot holder dirty trying to get pizzas on. Probably going to lose a lot of temp in the process of getting these pizzas on, but we'll go with it anyway. All the same, the rack's probably got good and hot, so it'll help. Got the first one in at least. I'll get the second one on. Let's put this one in the middle. We'll put some flour on. Maybe help get it on the peel. I could probably just lift the paper up. Slide it off the paper itself, maybe. See how that works. That worked nice. Get that one up on there. Alright, now time to get number 3 on. Get that racket up. Kind of messing my pizza up along the way, but we'll get it fixed up. Probably should have just put all 3 on some parchment paper like I did that last one. Alright, save the pepperonis. It's a little messed up there, but it'll get by. Let's throw them up there. Alright, so I got one basically on the bottom drip pan, just covering it, then the next rack up and the next rack up. Close up, it starts cooking, and we'll see how long this takes. I'll just keep an eye on things and bring you back when there's something to show. Alright, 5 minutes have passed. I'm thinking this is a good time to try and do some swapping. I'm just getting a plate to put one on as I swap things around. See, that's the top one. Pepperoni's starting to look good. Some pepperonis did get moved around due to the fan. I'm going to take the one on the bottom. Whoa. Good thing that bottom pan wasn't too hot. I just touched it. Put that one on the bottom up top. Take this one that was up top. Throw it down bottom. That's just 5 minutes. One in the middle. Whoa. Dropped it a little, but it's looking good. So we're looking good after 5. Let things continue. Alright, so now it's been a total of 8 minutes with 3 minutes of that one up top. And I got to show you that now. You can see he's done. Or he's looking pretty done. Yeah, he's done. Alright, so that one's done. I'm going to take, let's see, I'll graduate this one up a little higher. Let's see how our pepperoni's doing. Pepperoni's looking good. I can probably take the pepperoni out, and so we've got 2 out. I'm just going to give this one maybe a couple more minutes. I'll bring you back in a moment. I'm seeing the fan blowing around my sun-dried tomatoes, so I need to stop it. I don't want them getting blown around too much. I guess you got to be careful which toppings you use if you're going to have something up top there. But I'll just let that one run in the middle for a little while longer and bring you on back when it looks good and done. Alright, 13 minutes have passed. I'll show you what's going on in there now. For that last one that stayed, well, I put it back in the middle. That one looks really good, really poofed up. Let's see if I can get it off. This is the one I'm going to taste test, so I'm going to get it off onto my cutting board real quick. Alright, so I think these turned out pretty well. I'm going to go ahead and just start cutting this one here that I'm going to use for the taste testing. Since he's freshest, slice them into quarters. But it's basically a chicken sun-dried tomato ranch that I'm going to taste test. Let me show you that. Let me get the camera moved and we'll taste test one of these. Alright, so I put a few of these sun-dried tomatoes that fell off on there just so I wouldn't miss too many of them. Let me get one right here where I'm going to bite for my taste test. So, they're falling around. Stay on there, sun-dried tomato. Alright, let's taste. I'm going to show you the bottom. I'm going to do one more bite. Alright, so the NuWave Brio 14Q 14 quart digital air fryer oven can definitely cook 3 pizzas at one time, so it got the job done. The bottom is not very crispy, even though I let things preheat and all. It's not real crispy like you would get from like a pizza stone or something of that sort. But it's 3 pizzas done and they turn out well. So definitely looking forward to your comments. You can find this and other recipes and heating instructions at superwaveovenrecipes.com in printable form. You can always get to this YouTube channel through waveovenrecipes.com. Twitter and Instagram are also Wave Oven Recipes. Also, you can find referral links for getting this cooker and others if you want to get them and help this channel out. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share the video with a friend, subscribe to the channel, and good eating.